Hello, today we're going to be going over the instructor guide for how to create a course in grmds.org/learn. So let's get started. So this is the dashboard you're going to be seeing once you open up the site, and you're going to have your navigation where you can easily switch between courses and get more granular views. You're going to have your admin dropdown where you can edit settings, turn editing off, etc. And then your workspace, which is where the majority of the work is going to be done when adding activities and other assignments. So here are the steps that you're going to be taking to set up this course. So as will become clear later in the video, you're going to add your new course, and then upon adding that new course, you're going to add content to that course, which includes your main topics, your folders and documents like the syllabus, course textbook, and resources, and activities and resources like forums, lessons, pages, assignments, and quizzes. And then we're going to finish with the creation of the gradebook. So while you're creating your course, you will have these following resources to be able to help you and guide you. The video tutorial that you're watching right now, a user guide document on how to create your course, user tours, and tech support from the RMDS team. So we're here on the grmds.org/learning page. I'm going to log in so we can take a look at what you're going to see when you first log in as a course creator. So as we discussed, here's your navigation portion where you have your site home, site pages, and your courses, and administration for the site administration of your courses. So we're going to go ahead and click on courses because our objective here is to create a course. And down here we have add a new course. So for this course full name, we're going to do applications of random forest. And that's going to be the full name of your course, and the course short name is what's going to show up on this drop down menu under courses, random forest. Course categories, you have your different ones. We're going to choose data science, and you can edit all of this later. And we're going to force the language to English. And then once you've completed all this, you can click Save and Return to save your progress. Now, what we're going to have for each week, we're going to start with editing the general section, which will include the forum, announcements, syllabus, and textbook, as well as any other resources you feel you might need to put in the general section. So we're going to start and click on Add an Activity or Resource. We're going to add the forum first. And we're going to name this forum Discussion. And then we're going to click Save and Return to Course. After that, we're going to add the textbooks and syllabus by first adding a folder. We're going to call this folder Course Resources. And we're going to say syllabus and textbook. We're going to click on this little icon, choose the file we want to add. We're going to add the textbook first. And then we're going to add our other file, the syllabus. Once you have both these files here, we're going to save and return to the course. Once you save the changes for your site, you're going to land on this page. And as you can see here under My Courses, you can see the shortened version that you chose for your website. And ours is Random Forest, and we're going to click on that to go into it. Once you're on this page, you're going to want to turn editing on. It is currently turned on, but you're going to have to click that button before you can make any changes. So here we have the content for the course. It's going to be divided up into sections. The first week is already written out. And the standard here to RMDS is to start with the week and then the content for that week. So here we're going to do topic 2 is for another example. So week 2, all caps, coding with Python. Week 3, use case 1. Make sure you're pressing enter to save the name. And week 4, use case 2. Week 5, summary. And if you happen to need to add topics to add another week, for example, let me fix that real quick. You can add topics over here in the bottom right if you want to add another week. Now that we've finished up our general section, we're going to start adding content into our week 1 Intro to Random Forest module. So we're going to go click on Activity or Resource, and the primary activity that we'll be using for this course is called Lesson. So we're going to click on Lesson, click Add. Lessons include both content pages and quizzes. We're going to name this Lesson 1. We're going to save and return the course. Now you can see we have Lesson 1 right here. So we're going to click into Lesson 1. And we're going to create our content. So we're going to click Add a Content page here. We have Lesson 1, Content. We're going to paste our content. And then this right here will be a button. So let's make this next. This will make more sense later, and it'll jump to the next page after someone reads the content and is ready to move on. Go ahead and click Save Page. So now we have here our Lesson 1 content. Now let's add our quiz. So we're going to go into Add a New Page, and we're going to add a question page. You can just choose your question type. We're going to make this one true and false, true or false. We're going to add the question page. The page title is going to be, let's say, Quiz 1. The page content is going to be is 2 plus 2, 4. The correct response, we're going to say true. And you can add some feedback here, so let's say good. And you can make it so that the correct answer automatically jumps to the next page. And you can change the score here, so let's make that 2. Wrong response is false. And you can put try again, or however you want your quiz to be. Wrong answer score 0, so you can either force someone to jump to the next page or stay on this page here. Just make them go to the next page when they get it wrong. Now once you've created that quiz, we can preview what this entire lesson is going to look like. So we click on Preview. Here we have our Lesson 1 content to scroll through. Here's the button that we talked about earlier, Next. Now here's our quiz. So let's say it's 2 plus 2 equals 4, true. Now we have our feedback message. And we can continue to the end of the lesson. Creating our quiz, we can create assignments. These could be reading assignments, problem sets, or coding challenges. So to do that, we're going to click back on our week 1, our first module, and give it a second. Now that we're here, we should random forest for the Lesson 1, their content and quiz. We're going to add an activity or a resource. At the very top, we're going to click Assignment. We're going to click Add. So assignment name can be Chapter 2, Reading Summary and Analysis. Description, read Chapter 2, and summarize, then analyze in 500 words. And we can attach the additional file, the PDF of the chapter, and allow different types of submissions. So let's make ours online text and file submissions. Now we're back here, we can see that under our Lesson 1, we have the Chapter 2 Reading Summary and Analysis for our assignment. Now that we've completed week 1, let's go over a little bit how to set up your gradebook. So as I just did, you're going to click on Gradebook Setup. So these two are we're going to be focusing on. And here we're going to add categories. So add category. And this category name is going to be assignments. And save changes. So now you have this assignments category here. So now we're going to add a new category. And then that one quizzes. Save our changes. So first we're going to change the weights of our assignments and our quizzes. Clicking on this, let's make assignments 85 and quizzes 15. We're going to save our changes. Then, once they have their proper weights, we can click on, for example, Chapter 2 Reading Summary and Analysis. Go down, click Move Selected Items to Assignments. Save our changes. And now we're going to move our Lesson 1 by clicking here and moving it to Quizzes. Now you can see that Lesson 1 is now under Quizzes. Now that we finished that, we're going to go double click back into week 1, and we're going to make our week 1 a little bit more aesthetically appealing. So I'm going to add an activity or resource, go down, add label, and I'm going to choose to add a picture. So let's say I wanted to add this Arm for Work photo. And click Open, Upload, and Insert. Once it's here, you can see it's a little bit too big. So you can go to Insert, Edit Image, and here you can change the dimensions. So here, we can edit our image and change the dimensions to make it fit your page better. So we're going to do 600 by 300. And take a look at that. We're going to save and return to our course. And now we have this here, and we can, with these arrows, move this to the top. So it's the first thing you see for this lesson. Now we're going to add labels to the rest of our sections. As you can see, I added labels for each week. Thank you for watching this tutorial video. That concludes our guide, our first online guide. Please refer to the user guide for more information.